Why is it that jail can sometimes be good for you? Why is it that jail can sometimes be good for you? Hey, it's Roger McDonald from Positive Emotional Healing. Today I'm going to talk about jail. Well, you could either go to jail. There's a few ways around this. You could either go to jail for maybe a crime you've committed or a crime you did not commit, like Nelson Mandela, and be in prison for decades. Like Nelson Mandela was in prison for decades. Or you can be just stuck in your life. You can be stuck in the same small old town, the same city, the same place for years and years, for whatever reason. For maybe you don't have the finances to move. Maybe you don't have the incentive or the desire to move. Maybe you're just trapped in a situation where you are. Sometimes being in jail can be a good thing. Now, hear me out. What I mean is that when you're stuck in one place in time for a long period of time, stuck in the same four walls, stuck in the same house, the same small town, you really get to understand that your own thoughts and your own feelings, your own emotions, your own psychology of approaching the situation, your own positivities and negativities. You get to really see that the way that your place is, the way your room is, the way your house is, the way your town is you. You start to see that how you perceive the world is you. Now that if you're in the same place for a long period of time, you're trapped, you can't get out. Really the only way of getting out is to mentally liberate yourself, emotionally liberate yourself from the place that you're in. And to realize, you know what? I'm going to find all the negativities I have about this place that I'm in, this place that I'm stuck in, this place that I'm imprisoned in. I'm going to flip it to the positive. I'm going to find the positives. I'm going to find the good. I'm going to consciously choose the good and the positive in everything in my current environment. Now that's powerful. That's immensely conducive to your growth and personal development, is to be able to see the positive and the good in every situation that you're in. So when you're stuck in jail, like I guess let's talk about Nelson Mandela for a second. Imprisoned for decades, just because he was a lawyer who, had desires to promote the freedoms of the African people in South Africa who were oppressed under apartheid and the like. He was stuck in that cell. Do you think, and I often wonder about this, could he have made the impact that he had made had he not been imprisoned for all those years? Could he have become that great figure? Pretty much every person in the world, I'm sure about 80-90% of the world knows who Nelson Mandela is, but because of that suffering experience in jail, unjustly, he suffered, that it created within him, he realized the only place for him to go, because he only had those four walls of his cell, and maybe the view outside his cell window and the cell door, and the interaction with the cell guards and maybe prisoners. I don't know if he had time in the courtyard or anything, so do exercise and that. But being stuck in those four walls for so long, for so many years, he was forced to look deep within himself, and build his self-awareness, and build his compassion for the African people, but also the Afrikaan people, the people who had colonized Africa, South Africa. He was able to build his compassion and love for them as well, his oppressors. So his experiences in the jail cell dug deep within his psyche, dug deep within his emotional self. And in that time, probably when he was a younger man, he would have been angry and, self-righteous and, wanted equal rights and all that. But as he matured and as he realized he had nowhere else to go, he became more humble. He became more loving, compassionate, and he just became what we would identify as greatness, a great human being. We look up to him and identify him as a great human being. We're told to through the media and that, but there's a part of us that realizes he's a great man, and he was able to unify. He was able to provide a spearhead and a bridge to unify for a brief period of time South Africa. And that was the experience of being stuck and being in a jail. So you may be in a particular, this is how is this relevant to you, where you are right now? You may be stuck where you are. You may be stuck in your small town, wherever you are in the world, or your small suburb. You may be stuck in your house or some situation that you're in. You could either get up and move somewhere else thinking it's going to make you happier. It's not going to make you happier. You're going to bring yourself, your baggage to wherever you go, you're going to find a way to recreate the same jail cell, I hope you understand, the same situation, the same scenarios, the same negativities. You move from where you are to another town, another city, another country, you're going to create the same negativities and negative attitudes about where you are. Yes, you may be looking at a beach. Yes, you may be looking at beautiful mountains. That will help, but you'll still be you. And I encourage you, yes, of course, you can move. Yeah, by all means, move to a better place. For now, in the process, as you build up to that, use it as a time to work on yourself. Use it as a time to heal yourself, to heal those negative emotions that everyone has: anger, guilt, depression, sadness, grief, pride. To heal that stuff, to let it go, to work through it, to surrender that all the way, to build those character attributes of compassion, care, love, selflessness, giving, where you are right now. And here's the test. If you can look at where you are living right now, if you're in a jail cell, if you're in a room, or in a house, or stuck in a suburb in a small town, if you can look at that place with complete unconditional love and compassion for that town, that city, the people in it, and yourself, you've done your work. You've done it. And where you go and where you eventually move to is going to be supremely delightful in every way. Physically, emotionally, psychologically, mentally, and physically. This is Roger McDonald from Positive Emotional Healing. Hope you liked that and got some value. If you did like it, please consider subscribing, sharing this video, and have a fantastic day. Also, check out www.positiveemotionalhealing.com and also our Facebook page. We have great content coming up pretty much most days that will, I believe, change your life for the better. Have a fantastic day.